Hi, I'm Zoe Amma, and in this video, I want to share with you how large charities can build AI governance that actually enables innovation. Now, I know that governance might not sound like the most exciting topic in the world, especially going hand in hand with a technology that is innately really exciting and fast moving. But the one needs the other, and I can promise you that in order to get the most from AI, to adopt it responsibly, and ultimately to help you innovate more, you're going to need some really, really good governance. Now, all of these ideas that I'm about to share with you come from the work that we've recently been doing, running a charity AI leadership accelerator program in partnership with Microsoft. I've been working with 50 large charity leaders to help them work out, what does their AI governance look like? What do they need to think about? How do they manage risk? So this is quite a complex topic. So what I want to do in this video is just to share with you a few key questions that you can work through with your team, some pointers to get you started, and some ways in which you can begin to shape that conversation with your board about what governance looks like. Now, we heard in the first video in this series that it's highly likely that there will be people in your organisation using AI already. Or you might even be a bit further down the track and you've been using it for a while and you're wondering, where do we go next and what's our plan for the future? So there are a number of different things that I'd recommend you do that will help you develop your use of AI at whatever stage you are at. Now, one of the challenges in AI and Microsoft is that there are so many different things that you can do. There are so many tools out there. There's a lot of AI functionality coming into the tools that we're all using already. Your staff may be using it in quite a number of different ways, and that means you're almost a bit spoilt for choice about what you can do. So what you can do next as a leader is to start to create that North Star for what people need to focus on, and really that's as simple as reminding people about your charitable purpose, your mission, what you're ultimately set up to do. So, for example, if you are a leader in a large mental health charity, you might be starting to make decisions about how you might use AI, because success might mean we can help more people. We can start to save staff time so they can spend more time face to face helping people. Or maybe there's a way in which AI can be used at some point in the way that you deliver services. So it means that, again, you can support more people and make even more of a difference. So keeping people focused on how they use AI in a way that's really going to help contribute to your mission will be really key in helping them work out what they should do and also what they shouldn't do as well. Second thing that I would really recommend is to make sure that your oversight is really proportionate to the risks in AI. And you might want to plot out what some of those risks might be. And it could be anything from a data breach, for putting sensitive data into a free tool where data goes back into the training model, or it could be some other way in which you might be using these technologies. But starting to define these risks and then to work out what the governance could look like for those different risks is really important. So when something goes wrong, when do I report it to a manager? When do I report it to someone more senior? What do we need to report up to board? So making sure that that AI governance really is at the right level and you're matching oversight to what really matters will be really important, especially given the scale of how these technologies are already being used across the sector. The third thing that you can do is consider developing some different levels to your governance. Now, 2-3 years ago, when people started to use Gen AI when it came out, what I saw in a lot of charities was that people had one AI working group. Now, if you're a really small organisation, you can probably keep it that way. But as a large charity, you will need to do something different. So if you look at the National Lottery Foundation, they actually have some really great best practice in those different levels to how they're creating governance around AI. So they've got a peer working group. They've got a group that's looking after their proof of concept projects, and they've also got a strategy group which is responsible for their policy, their guidelines, to grant applicants and making some of those key decisions. So AI is so widely used across our sector now, especially by large charities. Your governance will need to evolve. So what are those different layers of it that will be needed to make the right decisions at each key stage? Fourth thing you want to think about is your data privacy. Now there you should be developing an AI policy. You'll want to review your data policy if you have one, and also your IT policy as well. There's a whole host of risks as well as opportunities that come with this new landscape. So working closely with your IT team will be really important, as will training staff on what they can and can't do when they're using data alongside these tools. So that is a really key thing to get right. And then finally, to bring it all together, making sure that everyone knows what their role is in making decisions. And actually, one of the things that I have learned is that there's an awful lot of AI governance that happens on the ground. Yes, you need a really clear path to making those strategic decisions as well. But there's also a huge difference that managers can make by supporting their teams, keeping an eye on how they're using AI in their teams, and guiding the responsible use of AI in their teams as well. So making sure that they've got the right guidance, the support, the peer learning they need in order to make those decisions and give that help to their teams is really, really key to making sure everything is going well at the grassroots across your organisation. I hope that's been helpful. Please do have a look at the other videos in this series. And if you found this useful, please do follow the link at the end of this video and sign up for more resources to support charity leaders with AI, and also for more guidance and support, which we hope will be available in the future.